Hey everybody, Rob does everything here, and we're back again talking about so far a pretty marginal but at least somewhat concerning severe weather risk that is going to be created by this massive storm system that is also bringing us Winter Storm Landon. As you can see, this massive trough just dipping down the west coast and kind of building up amplitude on the southeast side of it. You can see right through here, through the Ozarks up to the Midwest, where we have pretty strong upper level jet here. Now we'll go ahead and hop over. This is going to be Thursday, February 3rd. So this is specifically eyeballing the Louisiana and Mississippi area right here. And this is our lower level jet. So we'll see that as the day goes on, our lower level jet, so the wind speeds closest to the lowest levels in our atmosphere, are pulling directly from the south. So this is going to be pulling all of the warmer Gulf moisture, that warm ocean water air is going to be just pulled north up into Louisiana and Mississippi. And southerly backed winds at the lowest levels is what you really want to see if you want severe weather. So this looks pretty promising so far, even though it's a couple days out. We'll go ahead and move on. This is right around noon on Thursday, and you can see again perfectly backed winds directly south. If we click anywhere within this range, we are going to get probably some tornado soundings, if not marginal tornado. And there it is. We'll take a quick peek at the soundings here. You can see we've got this nice little slot of Cape. It's pretty skinny, so which will help a little bit. However, there seems to be, at least thus far, no real capping or anything. And then you can see we have storm relative felicities in the 300s to 450s. That's pretty high storm relative felicity, and the reason is because you have those backed southerly winds at the surface that become increasingly westerly as we increase with height in the atmosphere, which causes us to have this hodograph which turns very violently in the lowest levels. Now again, a hodograph is looking top down on winds within a storm, so that's why we're getting these tornado soundings, and so far this is looking like a very promising severe weather setup. We'll go into 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. here, and by 6 p.m. A majority of this is going to start to have pushed towards right here on the Mississippi border, but I think the risk will start to trend down right around 5 to 6 p.m. We'll start to lose some of that severe weather. We'll go ahead and hop over here to the dew points. Now, like I talked about how that lower level jet coming from the south is going to pull that warm water. You see we got 70s dew points just sitting out here in the Gulf, and as we head right into midday, again right at noon, those 70 dew points are surging up north. You can see where that lower level jet has just pulled that moisture nose up into almost all the way up to the border of Mississippi and Tennessee, but we've got mid 60s dew points, even some 70s dew points down here in Louisiana. Plenty of moisture. That's that warm, moist air that you go outside and you feel on a late spring or early summer afternoon. Plenty of moisture to be indicative of some severe weather. Now, what that moisture is going to be causing, along with some surface-based heating, is some CAPE. Now, CAPE is our available energy in the atmosphere for storms to really feed off of, right? Storms need that energy, and we have plenty of it down here. You can see through a majority of the southeast side of Louisiana, we've got 1,500 CAPE, nearing 2,000 down here on the southern edge where we had some of those 70s dews, and then anywhere from 500 to 1,000 here in Mississippi as well. And as we go on to 3 p.m., that's whenever some of these CAPE values push even farther up into Mississippi. And I think anywhere from that noon to 6 o'clock range is where we're probably going to see some of this severe weather, especially around that 3 p.m. area, because you have this CAPE kind of expanding over this entire region here. Now, lastly, we'll go ahead and check out the significant tornado parameters. So this kind of throws all of our parameters into just one broad parameter in itself. So we'll go ahead and move on here, and we can see early morning we have some very marginal tornado parameters, and as we move on, this is still in the morning hours. You get a little pocket of some tornado parameters there, and at 3 p.m. again, or this is at noon rather, this is whenever we start to get that pretty large pocket of those tornado parameters. And again, if we take a sounding here, yeah, the shear looks pretty good. All the numbers look pretty good with 1800 cape, SRH in the 300s. I mean, this could pan out to be a pretty decent little setup here just locally. As we head on to 3 p.m., that's whenever you start to get some of these tornado parameters farther up into central Mississippi and still in the same areas down here in Louisiana, southern Mississippi. And then again, we hit 6 p.m. It kind of shrinks down to just one area here in southeast Mississippi. And after 6 p.m., we start to lose our significant tornado parameters. So that's about all I have for you today. Just a real quick update that severe weather is returning for the first time since we had a couple of tornadoes move through the Florida area for the last winter storm we had. And yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Again, this is Thursday, February 3rd, so if you live in Louisiana or Mississippi, just keep an eye on things. It doesn't look amazing as of right now, but it's still very promising. We could have a couple supercells and a couple tornadoes down. So thank you all for watching. I hope you stay safe out there. Peace out.